Hello, welcome back to the channel, the Travelling Wibblies. It's just a quick video. I just had a comment in one of our old videos, our van tour of this, just asking if there's someone, he's just hired one for, I assume, the British Grand Prix next year at Silverstone, and he just asked if there's any things, little tricks or tips that I can give. So what I thought I'd do, I just do a video of what we do to get the van ready. So this is a beginners still, because a couple of years we've been doing it, but yeah, there's no, I don't think there's any wrong or right way, but this is just how we do it, and I'm sure other people do it differently. So like I say, this is just how we do it, and I'm gonna start the video from imagining we pulled up on site to having the van completely ready to sit down, put our feet up and start having a nice holiday. So we will start up by pulling up on site. So we're up on site, obviously put your handbrake on, or before that, if you're not level, you get your levelers out, roll up on them. But so many sites now are pretty good leveled wise, but maybe places like Silverstone might be a little bit just a field. So you get your levelers out and make sure you're as level as you can. You can get apps which help with that, but they're not fully accurate, but they're better than using your senses. So download the apps for that, just a leveling app. I'm sure there's dozens on the app stores for you to try and find out. And then once you're leveled up, you well, what we do is we put our, as you can see, our silver screen on there.
To be fair, before we get to the pitch, sort out your water tank.
Well, yeah, if your water's if the tap's too far from where you are, obviously fill your water up, and I'll give you a quick show about where and how to do that. Again, most people will probably know that, but I'm doing this straight from as if it was your first time going. So right, your next bit of it will be outside. See you outside. Right, before you get out of the van, or after, you know, make sure your steps out. We had forgotten that once, and my brother went out to come out the van and completely fell arse over tip. But yeah, so here is where you put your electric hookup, and the way you do it is you put your plug into the van first and then take it to the electric hookup point second, because obviously you don't want to be in the electric hookup point first and carrying a live cable to the thing. So you always put your plug on there first and in the actual electric hookup point second. So if you're on a site you're not too sure about, or in a place you're not too sure about, you can always put your security things on while you're there. We don't tend to do that, but you can if you want to. So we've got a clamp, and you saw a steering wheel up. This is the silver screen from the outside, and as you can see, this one you can just pull down like that so you get the daylight in through the day, and just put it back up for the night time. Here. So if you do, excuse the state of the van, it's been raining a lot, but if you do fill your water, whenever you fill your water up, it's just your round key which gets you into the van. Twist, put your hose in there, and then I will show you the instrument panel on the front inside, how to know when that's full up, and then to put it in, you just line these grips up with that, and then lock it like that. Here is your toilet cassette. The fella mentioned that he was familiar with these, but if you're not, this is your toilet cassette. To get it out, you just lift that, pull it out, take it to the Elson point, and if you're brave, you just tip it out, wash it out. It is
empty, by the way.
Oh, it is empty, apart from just the soap and water that you already, the green in there. Put that back on once you're done, fold that up, and as you push this in, that opens like that.
Oh, I missed that bit, sorry.
This opens like that, so you're going into your toilet, but it also will open and shut. Again, I'll show you inside the van. So that's in like that. Make sure you can't pull it out, and you're in.
And I do remember being told always lock it because people will nick them if they can.
Yeah. And if you do have one of these, just to be safe, it locks, just to be safe, make sure it locks so people, you might get some idiots that might want to, I don't know, do something unspeakable in your water tank. And here we've got your gas locker. We've got a refillable gas bottle. This is a gas low, and then you just want to turn your gas on, so whatever your connection is, you just turn it to on all the way round, and then your gas is on, all ready to go in the van. I'll turn that off. These are your chocks that you use to level out your van. I call them chocks, I suppose they're just called levelers really, but these are them. I keep them in there, and this is, so we shut this, lock it again, so that when anyone playing around with your gas. And in here is just your little boot space where you can keep things like, we've got our barbecue in, there's our hookup lead, we've got a 10 metre one. When you do use your hookup lead, make sure you unravel it fully, and it's not still wrapped up, because that's a fire hazard. And if you've got a refillable gas cylinder, this is where you refill it. You just go, some petrol stations would have this, you put it on and fill it up like petrol. It's a lot cheaper than replacing a bottle. Right, around the back here, if you've got this, you've got your bike rack. This just, I will show you how it works. Just, as you can see, it's not been used for a while. Lots of spider webs on it.
And there ain't no spiders.
You just undo that with the key that's provided. Unlock like that. That comes up. That pulls down. These shoot out, so you wedge your wheels into them, and then you make sure that this is tight around your wheels. You pull this up onto the frame of the bike, and that much for the other if you've got two. And so that's how that works. Get my brother out here soon to.
You mentioned that the other day.
What, to clean it? Yeah, you can come out and clean it if you want. And then you just lock that back up. So that's pretty much what we got on the outside of the van. One other thing we've got on the outside of the van, which won't be on all, but we had added on, is this round the other side. The gas barbecue point, so you pull that off, you put your pipe into there, just locks in, and it goes to your barbecue. You turn that to on, you can't at the minute, and then the gas just flows into your barbecue. But make sure you've got a decent length gas hose, so you don't want the heat too close to your van. And this is just where your central heating, your blown air ventilates. These are the ventilations for the back of your fridge. Don't really need to worry about them. Now we should go back in the inside. So we're in the toilet here. This is just a wet room. It's not got a separate shower, but we don't use it for showering. It's impossible really. Harley, my nephew, he can have a little shower in there if needs be, but that's about it. He's only 5. And here's the toilet that I was telling you about. So what I'll do, I don't know why I twisted around there, but I'll twist you back. And so here's your toilet, and as you can see, you've got just down here a slot that comes back, and like that, and that's just on that lever there. You put it towards you to open it when you're going to use a toilet, and you push it back from you when you're done with it. And make sure that that is shut when you're travelling, and make sure it's open when you're using it, otherwise you will have a messy accident in both ways. So now the control panel. So here we are, this is the control panel. Here, there's, right, this is your on off button, so I'll just turn it off. Now we go back on, so that's your on button. This is the button you press to turn your water pump on, and you'll be able to hear, just here, that turns the water, and you can just, I don't know if you can, but just hear a faint pump sound there. And there we go. This one, I don't know what that one is. That's obviously to do, oh, that's your basically the fresh water tank has a heating system which you keep that, and it just makes sure it doesn't freeze and the pipes don't freeze. So turn the pump off, turn that off. Now this one just gives you all your levels. So this one here is your fresh water level, up to full, we're halfway. This one here is your grey waste, so the water that's gone into the grey waste tank. And again, let me just see, we're empty, but when it gets to about 3/4, you want to start looking to empty it.
Same with the toilet cassette.
Same with the toilet cassette. That will I will show you on there again in a second. This here is your leisure battery levels. You want it on 12 upwards. And this here is your vehicle battery. And again, you know, so as long as you're in the green, you're all right. This button here is a porch light. So basically outside the front here, you've got this light here, and that turns that light on. And this button here turns all your lights on and off in the van. So that's what you need here. Here is your heating system. So you press that in, and as you can see there, it's flashing, a van's flashing, sorry about the flickering. So you press the button in again, and you turn it to the temperature you want. So you want 22, and then you press the button again. You turn it onto the water temperature. So you want that on hot or boost. Eco, not really, but hot is what we usually have it on. And then you press the button, you move over to that, and that tells you what power source you're using. So you click on that. You can either have it fully gas, a mix of gas and electric, or fully electric. When we're on hookup for the heating, we just have it on electric, we don't use the gas for that. And then you press that to thing, and then here is your fan speed. And again, you have high or boost, and we've got a warning error light come up, but I will look into that. And then you come around here, this is a timer to put your heating on. So if you want it to start at say you're out for the day and you're going to be home for about 6, you put it on say 4 o'clock, okay it, and to end you put it on for say 7, so it's nice and warm, and then you can adjust it as you want in the day when you're there. And then here is, this will tell you what error it is. We will look at that at some point. I think it's because I put it on electric, and let me see, if I turn that off electric, just put that on gas, that should go, because we're on gas. Actually I haven't got gas turned on, but it's gone, as you can see. It's because it's on gas now, so it's working. So that, yeah, that warning sign come up because I put it on electric and we're not hooked up. This is your timer. So again, you just put it to whatever time it is. I think the time now is about 11:30. Is that right? About 11:30, is it?
I've got no idea.
Let's have a look.
Well, does it matter?
Well, no, but oh, it's 10 past 11. So you just put that to that. So it's 10 past 11. You push that, and you go back, and there it is. There's your time. So that's really all you need to know about that. I'm going to turn it off now. Just hold it. Oh, it will turn off. Anywho, so that's that. And then you come to your fridge. Now we've got a 3-way fridge. So again, we're not on electric, so I'm not going to turn it on. So to turn it on, you just turn the on button. And what you want to do, you want to press mode until it goes to auto, because here you've got hookup, gas, and off the vehicle battery. Now the vehicle battery, it runs it while you're driving, so it, you know, you can start getting your fridge cold on the journey. But again, if you have it on auto, it will just pick what the best situation is for it then. So if your engine's on, it will always go to that. If your gas is on, it will go to that, and if you're on hookup, it will go to that. So you just want it on auto, and it will basically be on the best possible setting for you. And here is just, you turn it up. Try to avoid having it on max. Just the one below max is usually well enough, but if you've got a lot of stuff in the fridge, you want it on max. I mean, here's the fridge. It's not the biggest, but it does the job. And so there's that. Is there anything else you can think of? Just as the setup. because that would basically be our setup now. So basically, if you first off you put the hook up in. If you've not done the water before you get to pitch, then you do your water. And like I say, hook up, van plugged first, and then the actual point on your pitch. Gas turned on. I'll just show you quickly. Yeah, it's alright. Right, gas turn on. So just like any normal thing.
You've got the gas on though.
There's gas in the pipe though. You just hold it for us a sec. Just there. There you go, there's your gas. And then so there's all three of your gas points on. We've also in here got the oven and grill, so we will pop you on.
If you want a bit of toast, start the night before.
Yeah. There we go, so the gas is on. That is your gas on, so that is for, you turn it this way, you turn it to the left to have your oven on, and if you want your grill on, you turn it to the right and your grill will turn on. There we go. So we just turn this off now. And as you can see on the top here, this has got a electric hot plate as well, and you just, when the electric's on obviously, you just turn this one on to what you want it on. You'll know the electric's on because that light will show up. Also got the microwave, which has got some paper folding in it. And so yeah, I think that is pretty much all the little hints and that I can give you. It's once you've done it a few times, it becomes second nature. But you won't be disappointed in the van. It's comfortable, it's warm. I mean, you know, people that have got one will know. People that are looking like the fella that messaged me. If you go out to Silverstone, that's July, so you probably won't need the heating. The barbecue point will be useful. We don't have a wind out awning, so we can't put a drive away awning up, so we've just got a big blow up tent that we use as an awning and extra space for storage. And yeah, so yeah, if you do ever, I mean, this goes for most vans as well, this isn't just for this Swift Edge.
What you have got,
hang on,
TV area.
Oh, the TV aerial, there we go. So here's the TV aerial. That's just showing you that it's all plugged in. This is the TV aerial, so you just twist this. It can get a bit tight if you've not used it for a while. So you twist that, it loosens up, and then you push it up, tighten it up, and then you twist it like that to how you want it, and this up, that winds it up and that winds it back down. So again, there's your TV aerial.
Don't forget to put it down when you move. Yeah,
when you're on the move, don't forget to put it down. And just a little thing we do before we, might be handy, have a little checklist of what you need to do before you set off on your journey. Make sure all the windows are fully shut, because you don't want any air getting in because they can rip out. Same with your skylights, make sure they are fully shut down.
Don't forget the bathroom.
Don't forget the bathroom. Oh, and the toilet, just so you know, when there is a light just here, and when it's getting full, that will start to flash. And that is your flusher. And yeah, this, if you did want to try and use a shower, this pulls out as it's on the tap and hooks up there. But again, it's not something you're really going to have space to use. So yeah, I hope that's helped people that are doing this.
Make sure your fridge is locked.
Make sure your fridge is locked, and make sure, yeah, and all your cupboards are locked. They'll be locked regardless because they just catch. So just make sure.
Yeah, but these don't.
Hold that. Make sure that for these ones,
watch it, our doors can fall.
You just need shut like that, and then that's locked it. And to lock your fridge, there is just this little hook there, and there's one down the bottom as well. So yeah. The only thing I would say that this van doesn't have that I'd like it to have is just a few more 3-pin sockets. I think it's got 3 or 2.
This one down here.
That's 3. You could do with one more, maybe one sort of like underneath the bench seats there. If you have any problems with your water, your fresh water tank, the fresh water tank is underneath this seat here. So you just lift that up, lift that piece of wood up that is there, and then it's under there, and you just unscrew it and pop it back in. And there's storage under each chair. And yes,
there's lots of USBs.
Yeah, there's loads of USB sockets. So as you can see, there is any of these that you can see is a USB, and there's 2 in each one. And there's about, I think we've counted, there's 12 or 14 individual USB sockets. So yeah, hopefully that's given you all you want, and as much as we can think of that we do to set up. There is also, if you're using it for the first time, just press that to make sure your alarms are working. Oh, we took the battery out of that one because it's beeping, but yeah. So make sure your gas, your fire and CO2 detector are working, and have a good holiday. And so yeah, oh, she's got more.
Well, not much, but put something under the top of the
yeah, like a folded up towel.
Yeah,
underneath,
because
that.
In there it rattles.
And also on that, if you've got some cushions, because you have to drive with the bed in the down position, put some cushions underneath it here, just again for the same reason, it rattles and squeaks. So yeah, so there's that is as much as we can give you. Hope you enjoy your time. Like I say, this will be for all vans, because all vans are pretty much the same. They've got the same branded stuff and that. So yeah, that would be for all vans. And if there's any other questions that we or things you think we might have missed, put a note or comment in, and we'll get back to you. If you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. It's like I say, it's going well. Oh, there is one more thing.
Just locked it.
Mum's just locked it. Yeah. What you do when you're on site and you want to lock the van but not set the alarm, you don't use the key fob. You just press that button there, and that will. It's obviously off at the minute, so that will lock the van without the alarm being off. When you're going to be out and about and you're not going to be with the van, use the key fob, because that will lock it and set the alarm. So yeah, that is it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you on the next video.